Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe, and welcome back for the Rush That Base series. This is episode 11, if I remember correctly, and we have done quite a bit since the last episode. So, last episode, we talked about where to dump that gold, and so I've been dumping it into my walls like I talked about. Now, you don't have to play like this. How many of you guys out there are actually Rush? Like, this is not as bad as I've seen out in the wild. I've seen some pretty bad stuff. I've seen some wooden walls. I've seen some really cool Town Hall 12s with, like, a lot of lower defenses. It's an interesting task, and we are doing this because we need Clan Castle troops to donate, and we'd like to donate some siege machines. So Town Hall 11, we are only at Town Hall 11 for about 3 more days, and we will be a new Town Hall 12. And I think we're going to be trying to target that Town Hall a little bit and get it up to max Town Hall 12, the max Giga Tesla, because it's just fun to watch players fail against it. So we're working on some new things today. We do have a miner army trained. We've been working with the Valkyries for the last couple of days. It's been really good for stealing lots and lots of elixir, and we've been able to upgrade our miners to level 3. But there's one major problem. Let me show you the problem here. So let's go ahead and get back in here. I don't want to look at the inbox. I want to look at the attack log. And so, yeah, we got our miners up to level 3 now, but here's the issue with our miners is that even though we've gotten them up to level 3, which is the highest level for Town Hall 10, we need to take them up to the next highest level, but we can't really just focus on just our troops. We've been kind of neglecting our spells. And so you'll notice that the heal spell is only level 4 and the rage spell is only level 4. And so those items also are incredibly important, and we need to upgrade those as well, because we're going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. You got the queen walking in. It's only a level 11 queen. You can walk with a level 11 queen if you know how to do it. I wouldn't recommend it if you don't know how to do it, because you get really frustrated and probably fail and get really upset with me. So, try to hold off on it until you learn how to do it. And then so we got the queen walking. We got the king doing a little bit of funneling, and we need to get that king upgraded as well. He's only level 5, so he's got a ways to go. But you're going to notice that we're using our miners, and the miners with the heal spell, that's what really carries these troops through the base. The miners and a heal spell will do very well for you, especially farming. Now, it's a good clan war army. It really is against other types of bases, but it's really mostly used for farming. At least I like using it for farming, because I don't really like to be very technical when I'm farming. I like to just send my troops in, grab the loot, get out, do the next raid, and just keep going. That's just the way I like it. And I know a lot of you guys out there like it easy as well. But you'll notice that our miners are not doing very well, and we also have to deal with that Eagle Artillery. So the Grand Warden tied with the miners does very well to get through some tight situations, but our heal spells just aren't high enough to keep the miners alive. So we need to make sure that we upgrade them. So that's just a good example to show you like why I'm targeting the spells a little bit. And so we do have a spot open in for research. Let's go ahead and get into that laboratory, and we're going to put our heal spell down at 2 million elixir. That's not that bad. So 4 days on the heal spell. We're going to get that going, and then I'd also like to steal the elixir to put the laboratory back down to level 9. Like now that we're at Town Hall 11, about to go to Town Hall 12, we need to make sure that we're upgrading our laboratory at the same time. Holy smokes, we're maxed out on Dark Elixir again. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's the best thing about the miners. You steal a lot of Dark Elixir, and I think we're going to put our king down. Queen's a level 11. I'd like to get her higher. That way we can do a lot more queen walking, but we also need to not forget the king at the same time. So 22.5, not that bad. We're going to put him down, and let me go ahead and make sure I got an army. Let's go ahead and do a live raid real quick. All right, so we got a nice little base here. We're going to go in on this one real quick and try to get the resources off of it. It's got weak defenses. We're going to try to target weaker defenses. That way we can ensure to steal all of the loot, because that's kind of ideal, actually. We're going to do a little bit of queen walking to hopefully get some of these buildings cleared out to funnel our miners into this location here. We do have to worry about an Eagle Artillery. So we're facing off against a base that's very similar to our own. Let's go ahead and drop the rage spell, because that level 11 queen going into a sweeper, she's got a ground set expo on her. That's quite a bit of stuff that she has to worry about. Let's open up this wall here and see if she'll go inside. All right, very nicely done. Very nicely done. All right, so the queen's going to work her way in, and let's see if we can get a little bit of funneling going on here with a few miners. Not all of them. Let's try to use some of them. Let's drop a heal spell for them over here. And she's working into that expo, having to deal with that sweeper. So let's kind of let's try to help out just a little bit, and we'll send the Grand Warden with this group here. All right, looking pretty good so far. And let's go ahead and, well, we don't need to use her ability just yet, but we do have to worry about that Grand Warden and that Eagle Artillery. That Eagle Artillery is a monster, dude. It's an absolute monster. So let's wait for the volleys from the Eagle, drop it, use the Grand Warden's ability to save our miners, make them invincible for that 3.5 seconds that we had available, and that saved the miners for just a little bit of time, not long, but we got to upgrade him in order to, lengthen that time frame. And the Queen's ability had to be used as well. Oh my goodness. All right, down goes the Eagle, thankfully. Oh my gosh, that's just so much you got to worry about. That thing's quite intimidating, actually, if you're not used to going against it. And our miners are kind of splitting up. We got to use a poison. Oh man, we dropped the poison spell in the wrong place. So we got Skellies chasing after our Grand Warden. Let's go ahead and drop the poison spell there, and let's save that heal spell for the bottom side of the base. Queen is catching up slowly. She's moving very, very slow. Weaker Queen, what can you do, right? All right, let's go ahead and drop that heal spell in this location for our miners, and I think we might get most of the loot. We've gotten most of it off of this base, 12,000 and 15,000, not too bad. So, when it comes to Clash of Clans, this is one of the best things about this game, is that you can play however you want to play. So there's like all kinds of different guides and stuff on like what the upgrade priority would be for the laboratory. I guess my advice for you on that one is choose an army that you want to play with and upgrade those troops. Like, we can tell you, like me as a YouTube channel or other channels can tell you, do this, 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 and this. And that might not be aligned with what you're trying to do. So these are just examples on how I'm playing. If you want to follow along like this, or you want to try a different method, by all means. So we're targeting our spells in this episode, and then we're going to be targeting the miners again, because I know that the miners are like an incredibly awesome army to use for farming Dark Elixir as well as that gold. And then the Elixir kind of ties in if you steal lots and lots of Elixir while using this army. So we were able to get 90%, not exactly our highest. It's not 100%. Obviously, but we got a nice little bit of chunk of loot here. Let's go out and see if we can do another raid live. Oh my god, I almost forgot. We got clan games going on right now. I got to select something. So let's see what we got available here. Oh my goodness, we got really nothing special here. We got Eagle for 800, 2 days to destroy 8 Eagle Artilleries in multiplayer. I think we're going to select this one and try to get that Eagle one completed. That's a lot of medals to... Let's see who's actually completed. Oh my goodness, hats off to these guys at the top of the list. We got Pekka, Ku, Aron, we got Fizzy Pop, and Avinash. I'm probably messing it up. I do apologize, but hats off to you guys getting maxed out points. Make sure you guys are maxing out your points in clan games, guys. This is kind of important. You get a special or an additional reward. So you get to claim one from each tier if you don't know this already. And if you do max out your clan games, you will get to select another one from any tier, another additional reward from any tier that you like. So that's very, very important to know. And make sure you're doing it, especially if you are a Rush player, because that could help you out quite a bit in your base development. That's what we're really targeting here. So we got another army, right? All right, so we're waiting on some spells here. I think we're going to go out live and see if we can find a base without spells and see what we can do. Might not be the best raid. Let's see if we can find our weaker base, but we might not. I don't really know. All right, so that did not take us long. We only clicked like 2 more times, and we found this nice dead base with about 484,000 gold and 464 elixir. Let's see if we can funnel a little bit with this queen. We do have to worry about higher level defenses here. It looks like our queen is going to take a beating right here. Probably not our smartest move right here. Let's see what we can do here. Let's drop some miners here to help out a little bit. We're going to have to use that queen's ability. And we do not have our Grand Warden, so we have to wait on him to come back. He's got to regenerate. He's obviously sleeping right this second. So let's drop these level 8 miners. We do have 3 heal spells, so let's see if we can try to get that Eagle Artillery down, because we are doing that event right this second. And miners are going to move in. Let's try to place these spells wisely. Let's be wise about our spell placement. Ooh, we got to worry about a Wizard Tower. That's not good. Wizard Tower right there. That thing's a monster against miners. He absolutely destroys miners. Miners are going to get targeted by this queen, which are going to pull them off of the defenses and suck her to the core, which is... But we also got like a Tesla farm right here, so that is not cool either. And we do not have any rage spells. At least get the eagle down. At least get the eagle down. Come on, miners. You can do it. Come on, miners. Don't... Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on, guys. You guys are killing me right now. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. See where the spells, see where the heal spell absolutely did nothing there. It did not help us in any form or fashion. Those hidden Teslas absolutely roasted our miners. So this is why you must upgrade your spells, because I failed. This is an epic fail on this one, but we will make it up and we will complete the event. Queen is going to continue to walk down. She's going to grab some more gold. We got most of the resources off of this base, but the one thing that we came in here to do, the main reason we came in here to do, we were unsuccessful. So we still have 8 more eagles to go. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there. And we will take the loss. Not that big of a deal. I take the loss most of the times because I'm trying to stay in the trophy range that I am attacking in. I know a lot of players might get that confused. You think that I just lost on purpose or whatever, or you think that I actually lost. We could have kept that queen walking. We could have got the 1 star at least. But the point of it is that if you are farming, you're not trying to gain trophies. You're not trophy pushing. You want to stay in that range where you're finding all that dead loot. Mainly Crystal League for me, but it could be different for you. So that's what we did right there. Let's get into our next raid after I train an army. For this last raid, let's have a little bit of fun. So I think we're going to boost up our heroes, our queen and our Grand Warden. So we got a level 16 queen for a brief period of time and a level 10 Grand Warden. So let's see if this makes a little bit of difference in our farming method. The army that you just saw, that's the army that we're currently using. Bases like this is a little bit too much for what we can take on right now, so we got to hold off a little bit, and we got to go in stages. I really like this series a lot because you have to really kind of think about it for a second before you go attacking and say, okay, yeah, cool, I'm a Town Hall 11, sorta, but we're really rushed, and we got to catch up our army before we can actually be quite effective. I'm trying to find a dead base. Sometimes it takes a few clicks. Sometimes I got to wait a little bit. Now, this one is a little bit heavier than I'd like it to be. Let's keep going. It's just a little bit more than what I can take on with my low level spells. So we got this. Wow, look at this guy right here. Oh my gosh, this guy's hardcore, man. This is awesome. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go after our. Let's do it. Let's just do it. You know what? We got a level 10, actually level 16 queen now. So let's see if we can make the most out of her. We do have to worry about the town hall. So the town hall does make things quite interesting when it comes to using the miners, because that Giga in almost a Giga Inferno Tower, that Giga Tesla will just absolutely chew up your miners. It just will wreck them. So let's go ahead and drop some archers over here. That's not going to possibly work very well. Let's drop a little bit of miners over here to do some damage and clear out some of these weaker buildings. So being a rush player, it's interesting because you rush your defenses and you have a really weak base, but then you got the levels to do different things. Now this queen might actually go in, but she's probably not going to go in. She might. Let's see what she does. I gotta wait to see what she does before I drop my miners. I don't want to drop all the miners just yet because I want her to go in after that town hall, because that town hall is very devastating. Will she go back after the eagle? Yes, she will. Very nicely done. All right, so let's get rid of the eagle first, and then we're going to flank our miners in with the Grand Warden, or we might send the Grand Warden with the queen. Let's see how this works out. You can use the Grand Warden one of two ways. You can send them with the miners, or you can send it with the queen, and we know that the queen is going to have to go in after, actually, she's not going to go after the town hall, so we need to send the Grand Warden with our miners. So that was also 1 Eagle Artillery down for our challenge. That was actually kind of important. And we're going to use a heal spell here, even though it's not very potent right now. We got to use them anyways. Queen is going after a level 1 Inferno Tower. Giga Tesla, this is a level 1 Giga, so it's not that incredibly high. So let's get in on it. We can use their ability, right, the Grand Warden's ability now, even though it doesn't drop the bomb yet, not until level 5. So that's kind of good, but kind of bad at the same time. If you leave them untouched, they will get roasted regardless. I did learn that the other day. I was kind of working with the level 2 miners or something. Went up against a, I think it was like a level 4 or something, Town Hall 12, and I got absolutely destroyed. And I was like, oh, that sucked miserably. So, rush base versus rush base. It can't be the most challenging. We better 3-star this thing. I don't think we necessarily need to use that final heal spell. I think we're going to hold on to that, and we'll save it for the next raid. Try to save some elixir. We don't want to use all of our elixir because we still got a lot of elixir upgrades to go. We still got to do army camps. We got to do our last barracks one more time to unlock the miners in that one. Okay, yeah, so that's good. Got the 100% there, so let's take a look at this real quick. If you are actually following along as a rush player. So we did get 1 Eagle Artillery for the challenge. We got to finish that challenge in the next 2 days, which I should have it done by today, if not tomorrow. And then we also have 7 hours left on this barracks to level 11. That's a good thing, but that unlocks the baby dragons. So we're going to have to spend, I think it's 3.25 elixir, 3,250,000 elixir on the barracks again to get it up to level 12 to have all 4 of them complete to unlock, actually train the miners. That's really good. And then we also have 3 more army camps that we need to upgrade to get to 260 housing space, which will be the equivalent of Town Hall 11. So we got a long ways to go on this journey, guys, but it's actually a lot of fun because it's a very different perspective than what we're used to playing. But I think that's going to wrap us up for today, guys. If you enjoyed the content, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and if you need any additional video support, click one of those over there, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.